Hi Jax, it's me Eric. Thanks for clicking on this video. Now before I wanted to start this video for anyone else watching, yes I am having a fan art special and on the 27th of February, which is my birthday, so if you ever get to watch that video, make sure to wish me a happy birthday on the comment section. And of course, there will be fan art there, so be sure to watch this video to get to see your fan art. And also, sorry for the loud noises, there's currently raining and lightning outside my house, so just for that. It stopped raining recently, but there's still a bit of lightning somewhere, so yeah, just mind that. But I can hear it. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I can hear it. But anyway, yeah, so just watch my video when it comes out on my birthday, 27th February. I will be making another fan art special for Easter. Now the reason I'm doing it on Easter instead of March is because I'm starting with exams in March and I will have less time to do art and make videos. So I won't be able to edit the video out in time by the end of March. So I'll have to do that in April. And also I'm getting the tablet for me to do digital art, so I'll be doing less traditional and more digital art. But yeah, anyway, let's get into the video. So I already talked about fear of failing in my videos before, in one of my videos before, how you shouldn't be afraid of failing because if you give up then you've already failed to complete your goals, blah blah blah. But what to tell you is I wanted to tell you is that in order for actually succeed, you have to try. And obviously know you're trying to do your best. You're trying to be a better friend. You're trying to do better at the things you like doing, like making masks. You're just trying to be a better person in general, but the only way for you to actually try is to put in real effort. And the only way for you to put in real effort to be better is to realize your mistakes. Now, obviously, you can't be a better friend if you can't recognize what you've done is wrong. Like, if you know you're doing something bad that's hurting your friends, the people that you claim to love, then you should obviously try to do the reverse of that in order to be a better friend. But if you can't recognize what you're doing wrong or something that you're doing is bad, then you can't be a better person for that. You have to acknowledge your mistakes and improve on that, or improve on what you already know and be better at that. Be better at skills, be better at schools, be better at what you do, and be better at making people happy and making people feel loved because if you don't know what you're doing wrong, then you'll never be able to improve on that. So, and the reason I'm saying this is because I went to church today, and also learned this last week and the year before that. But I'm already starting a Lent, and it's basically the season of fasting where we basically pick one thing and we can't eat or partake in that thing for 40 days, like wine or sweets or candies or just anything of your choosing. And basically, after they gave us this lesson for the second time, they gave us a paper which basically had a few questions like, why should we examine our lives? And it was a very interesting question because why should we examine our lives? And that question and the answer to that question should be very obvious, but to some people it isn't. To people like you. And that's pretty much the topic of this video, to examine your life, to look at your life choices, how far you've come and how far you've grown to this point, what you've done to get here and how much you can improve to get to a better point in your life. Now, That's something that you need to do. That's something you really need to think of before you jump in off that bridge. How did it get to this point? How did it get to the point in your life where it became so sad, so depressing, so hopeless and miserable that you felt the need to end your life without being able to further try? And I know you have tried, and I know that everything you do feels hopeless, but you can still try. You need to look at what you've done in your life so far and examine that and try to take something from that and be better at it. And if you don't, then it really is hopeless because you need to look at what you've done. You need to look at where your life is currently in order to make it better, in order to live a more fulfilling and longer life. In order for you to have a future, you have to look into the past because, admittedly, if you do not learn from history, you are doomed to repeat it. And if you do not learn from your mistakes, you're going to make those same mistakes over and over and over again, which is probably the part of the reason why you feel so hopeless. Like everything is so hopeless, everything is pointless, like there's no point in doing anything because you either refuse to acknowledge what you're doing wrong and try to deny it as a coping mechanism because you can't accept that you're doing something wrong, or you're acknowledging that there is something wrong in your life that's preventing you from making things better, but you're unable to do anything about it from due to external forces making those bad things happen. But you need to learn that you need to take control of your life, take control of your actions, do something about it. And I know you have tried, we all tried that, but you really need to try that. And I'm saying this as a friend. You need to try your best to change. It doesn't matter how depressing life may seem. I understand that you feel hopeless. And that's normal for people like you, people who have gone through so much pain and misery in their life. They've lost all sense of hope and willpower to actually change things in their lives. But you need to remember to never give up and remember to look into the past because if you learn from your past, you will be able to create a better future for yourself. And before I end off this video, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Jack Orange, aka your local Chance, one of my subscribers. Thanks for subscribing. Huge shout out to that guy. But anyway, I also want to say something for him. I know that you have been thinking of quitting YouTube because your videos get low views, but everyone has one of those days or period in their content creator career where they get low views, none of their shorts are working, none of their video ideas are working, they're all the same. They all feel inadequate and bad, but that's what everyone goes through as a content creator, especially someone who is a young content creator. That they feel that their videos are all the same, they're losing people's attention, and they're pretty much bad, and they're thinking of quitting, but you need to remember that everyone goes through that eventually, where they feel like their content is bad and they're losing their audience, but you have to make sure that you know your audience, you have to know what they like, and you have to change things up in order to get their attention back. Do something cool. Like, take me for example. I got low views all the time, so my videos still get low views. Especially the longer form ones like this one I'm making right now. But they were even lower before because I had no idea what I was doing. I was just uploading random gaming clips before I figured out what I wanted to do before making this channel, and eventually, when I did make more videos on art, using my art, like the PVZ guy birthday video, and that other one where I painted two people like X Animates and Penny McCool. You should watch those videos. But What matters is that you need to get better at what you do, because if you love something, if you love doing something and doing that thing makes you feel happy, then you should try your best at it and try to improve yourself at it. Don't quit so easily, because things get hard for everybody. Like my friend X Animates. He has quit YouTube over the past last weeks or month. I don't know whether he actually quit or his channel was terminated. I'm going on the assumption that he has quit, even though he hasn't left any real post or goodbye video, or even commented on my channel after his channel got deleted. Because the last time he ever interacted with me was when I made a second video for him, and after that he was just gone. And it really made me reflect on where I wanted to go with this channel. That if things really did get this bad, if I really did start flopping and get low views, would I have to quit just like him? Would, if my life ever got harder or I was having trouble with school, would I have to quit YouTube permanently? Or would I have to keep pushing and go beyond where he did? Because he only made one video. And I think part of the reason why X Animates quit was because of how all of those new animators, Storytime animators, got their introductions and their videos got thousands of views, while his only got 100, maybe 1,000 tops. And that's really sad to think that, because small YouTubers don't get a lot of views like you and me. And that's one of the hardest things about being a YouTube, is that finding your audience, getting those views, because when things bring us down, we lose hope in the ability that we can do better. But you have to remember that everyone fails sometimes. Everyone has bad days, but the important thing to do is to keep going and keep pressuring yourself to be better. Keep pushing yourself to be better, and look back at just some of your older content. Look back at what you're doing and improve on that. And I will make you something special if you promise to keep going on your channel. And I really hope that you don't quit, because I really miss X Animates and I really wanted to see where he would go with his animation. And I really wanted to see him become famous and inspire thousands upon millions of other people, just like the other bunch of Storytime animators like Jaden Animations and Hamanations. Actually, Hamanations was actually his favorite Storytime animator. He said that in his video. I really wish I archived that video so I could repost it here on this channel and then watch it, but sadly I'll never get to watch it again. And sadly, no one will ever get to watch his video because it was gone with his channel. But I will keep his memory alive through this channel, and when I do get my tablet to create digital art, I will make fan art of him and do animations with his persona. Even without his permission, I'm doing it for him so that I'll always have something to remember him by, and that so there's a lesson in never giving up. Because even if your videos do get low views, there will always be one person who saw your video and liked it. And even if you do end up quitting, there will be someone who still has a memory of you in the back of your head. Just like I will always remember X Animates because of that painting I made for him and the video I made for him telling him to never give up. Even though he already did, I'm still going to keep that video, both of those videos, on my channel, so I'll always have something to remember him by. And I hope that you never quit. Never give up. Both you and Jax never give up. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Bye.